Hi guys, welcome back to the Money Crash Course, where we share with you the best advice to make you financially successful. Make sure to like and subscribe if you find the content useful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Right, you need a coach. If you want to get good at everything, you have to have a coach. There is no one who's got good at anything without having a coach, whether it was conscious or subconscious. The second thing is it needs to be consistent. It's not good enough to hear someone once at a conference. It's not good enough to meet someone once a month. You need that consistency. And the third thing is it needs community. Right, if you're growing without community, it's not sustainable. All of us need friends that want the same thing. All of us need friends to discuss things with, to grow with, to hear the same ideas back, to reflect with.
I look at when you first get on a plane, you know how they say if the oxygen masks drop, put yours on first, and then help if you have a child with you, right? I look at that with money. As soon as you feel stable, what happens every single time is you start putting oxygen masks on. When I was 26, I retired my mom. When I was 33, I retired my dad. Both of them worked their butts off to make nothing. I put oxygen masks on my mom and my dad. I just realized if I get secure and I obsess on making it, I don't have to hold it and hoard it and be this bad human. I could be a human that solves problems, puts oxygen masks on other people.
That's powerful.
Let's talk about how to get from the small business side of the cash flow quadrant over to the big business side. Once you become a big business, you get way better tax rates, you have way more flexibility, and way more protection. The secret to getting from small business to a big business is to put enough systems in place so that this small business will run by itself. That's exactly what I did with my product company. I turned a small business into a big business. It's now a system that doesn't require any input from me. And that system generates wealth on a monthly basis. Now I'm free to make TikTok videos to help you guys. Be good to future you and read this book if you want to know more.
If you're watching this, this is your sign. This is your sign to start a small business that you always want to start. Stop making excuses for yourself, saying that you don't have the resource, you don't have time. Resource, TikTok, Google, YouTube. There you go.
We're losing money, and here's why. The dollar loses 3.1% of its value every single year. That's just the inflation rate. If you put your money in a savings account, banks will pay you 0.05% just for keeping your money, but you're still losing to inflation. If instead you invest in an S&P 500 index fund, you'll average 10% every year, beating inflation by a lot. And that's why the rich keep getting richer, because they invest more than they save.
So what gets a better return, stocks or real estate? Well, I'm gonna show you with a real world example. So I bought a duplex for $252,000. I put 5% down plus closing costs, so the initial investment was about $15,000. On average, real estate appreciates about 3% per year, meaning my return on investment is over 50%. Now let's say I put that initial investment of $15,000 into the stock market. So instead of buying a duplex, I put all $15,000 into the stock market. And on average, the stock market returns about 8%. So with a $15,000 investment, I could get $1,200 from the stock market or $7,500 from real estate. And that's why people love real estate, because you can enhance your returns using leverage. Hey, is a house a good investment? Like every answer, it depends. Even though this looks nice, houses like these might not be a great investment. But why not? This house would cost $3,000 per month to own. And because it's taking money out of your pocket, it's considered a liability. Okay, but what about this fourplex? It says the rental income is $3,600 per month. Now that could be a good investment because it's producing income. That house would be considered an asset. Oh, so a house can be a liability or an asset depending on if it produces income. Yes, you're getting the hang of this.
Imagine you had the opportunity to intern at Twitch, Reddit, DoorDash, or Airbnb when it first started out. Wow, I'd have amazing internship experience. So all of these companies are now worth over $1 billion, and they all came out of the same exact program. What's the program called? It's called Y Combinator. They actually offer internship positions for all the companies that went through their program. And what's the website called?
I made $8,000 yesterday. And that's only in one day. A lot of you guys ask me how I became a millionaire in my 20s, and I only got 60 seconds, so watch till the end of the video and keep up. The secret is e-commerce. Because you have the internet, it allows you to sell your products to millions of people, regardless of where you are. If I owned a physical business like one of these little bars down here, I'd only be able to sell my product to maybe 100,000 people if I'm lucky. But with the power of the internet, I can sell my product to millions of customers. That's why Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the world, because they've perfected e-commerce. So business doesn't always mean you have to spend a lot of money to start one of these things. It's actually better if you spend no money and just start an online business involving e-commerce. Love you guys.
7 investing habits of a millionaire. Number 1 is to start investing as soon as possible. Number 2 is to only invest in companies you understand. Number 3 is don't try to time the market. Number 4 is to invest consistently over time. Number 5 is don't invest money you need right now. Number 6 is to set investing goals. And number 7 is to think independently. Check out the full video on my YouTube channel.